Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap in. Hump day for your ear hole has begun.
You know what time it is.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Live from the Say What studios of Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, it's Say What Radio.
Say for your
Say what?
With your hosts, JustN,
Don't judge me.
Taz,
What the hell, and why?
and the other guys.
I'm going to just start with this one and just, baseball coach is suspended after he forced his players to spit in his face.
This damn dumbass. Come on, dude. Like, how did he expect that to play out?
He needs to lose his bet. That is ridiculous.
Even if that's the excuse you're gonna make, why not just say that they spit on you instead of forcing them to actually spit on you? Like, no, the lie will never work unless I actually get your spit on me.
I don't even know who you are.
What? Say what again?
They hide the little close button.
You're like, what the hell? All right. What the fuck was that?
It's the last show.
It's still doing the same thing. God damn. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Shut up. Thank you for tuning in. As Dre D said, last show of the year. Got your girl JustN here. What the? Seriously.
The microphone matches your jacket.
Yes, it does. Got your girl JustN. Say What Radio. I forgot about all that. Coming at you. I'm fighting with my.
Fuck the ads.
I hate this, man. When you have a bunch of web pages open or anything, and then they just randomly start popping up these ads with sound and everything on it, but you've turned everything off in the beginning. Yeah. But they're like, no, we need to refresh it and put one more up there. Then if you have the ad blocker shit, they go, please, we need to show you. Well, fuck it, I ain't going to your web page. Shit. Damn. Okay. Sorry about that. To my left.
Really? This is the intro. Just got Dre D here. Goodness gracious.
Dre T.
And Taz in spirit.
Taz is in spirit as well.
Recovering from
meningitis. Yeah. She got cooties.
Yeah.
She actually tried to be on here, but the thing is messing up, so I can't get on. Yeah. I don't know what's up with it tonight. Skype's not really cooperating.
Have you thought about ever doing Twitch?
Yeah. I just need a camera.
You got one.
I know that, but the one that I have, I need more than one because you need to do angles. I have the software to be able to do where you... Anyways, okay. Last show of 2015, which has actually been a pretty good year. We've grown a lot. Subscribers and listeners are really, really growing. And what Dre D just actually said is a good idea on the whole Twitch thing. That would be actually kind of cool. I'll think about that. Have some people scheduled next year to be on the show. There's one guy who wants to be on. He's actually a trainer. He listens to the show in the UK.
We need to get Dan back on to tell us where the hell the questions episode there wasn't a finale. I didn't see a finale.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I have to message Jay and see what's up with that.
We need to figure out what the hell happened to our questions episode.
And 2014, I said my goal in 2015 was actually have Dan on the show. We got Dan on the show. So 2016, my goal is to have Timbe on the show.
Timbe.
Timbe, yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah. My goal is to have Timbe on the show. So putting that out there, I'm going to make it happen somehow. Make it happen.
He'd be happy to come on here. Tell him he has to bring his other personality with him, though. He can't just come by himself.
But can't you just see Timbe and Taz having a conversation now?
Oh, yeah.
Bay and Taz just having a conversation?
Yeah. Taz is that other character that Timbe turns into. That's the same person.
Taz ain't gonna like you talking about her like that.
Taz
ain't gonna like you talking about her.
Same person.
We like you, pumpkin. Let me.
You know what she is.
You know what? Yes, and very proud of it. Yes, let's go ahead and get to the headlines.
Where do you find a scarf in Houston?
My baby gave me that.
Which baby?
My child.
He gave you a scarf?
He gave me a scarf.
Where the fuck did he find it? Where did he find it?
What are you talking about?
You can't just easily find scarves in Houston.
It came with the gloves.
So he bought gloves and they just happened to have a scarf with him?
Yes.
They were trying to get rid of them. They had to liquidate. You don't get to, nobody buys scars.
But, and okay, on Christmas here in Houston, it was like 80 some odd degrees that day. Yeah. So when I got it, I was like, I ain't gonna never ever use this shit. Just bam.
I got my AC set on 73 right now.
I'm not telling you.
It was cold for like a couple of days. Like right now outside, it's like cool.
Yeah, it's probably about a good 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Maybe 65.
That's probably shorts weather for New York. Oh my God, it's hot.
So saw this earlier today, which really messed me up. Bill Cosby remains free after paying $1 million bail in a sexual assault case. He has now actually been charged.
I always wondered how they calculated that bail. Like, what determines that price?
They pull a number out of their ass, and then they say, "This is your bail."
It's like I never did understand. Like, do they have like a chart? It's like
no, they have an ass, and they pull the number.
Because like I can see in the back of a jailhouse, there's an ass, and you just pull numbers out of it.
$1 million.
Take a number.
It's made out of paper mache. It's been colored and everything. Yeah.
Because I've always wondered if they do like the insurance companies. They're like, all right, rape black woman under the age of 21. That's $13. It's like, I wonder how did I've always wondered that, but I'm sure it's probably just some random number. There's no way they can come up with like some kind of.
Well, what they say publicly is it's up to the judge at his discretion, depending on whether there's a flight risk.
Or whether the ass is on his left or the right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like, he just pulled it out of his ass.
Basically.
Yeah.
But I mean.
So his bail was
$1 million. And he actually had to pay it. You know, most of the time when they do the bail, you have to do like 10%.
That's what I was going to say.
Actually, I heard something about him having to pay 10%. He had to pay the full thing?
They said he had to pay the full thing.
I don't know. There's different sources saying different things.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about the news.
His bail was $10 million? What is this? Are you kidding me?
But that mug shot, he got the eyes going.
He couldn't
he couldn't.
send in one of his Jello photos.
Shut the hell up.
From 1972.
That's when the crime happened, right?
2004.
2004.
This one happened in 2004.
So he raped him when he was 80?
He's 78 now.
Is he that young?
So he was 68. I mean, is that really much better? He's still damn near 70.
Wow. How old was the woman?
Didn't say.
So 68-year-old Bill Cosby drugged and sexually
assaulted. The charge stems from Andrea Costan's claims that Cosby assaulted her during a dinner at his home where he had promised to give her career advice on the night of January 4th, 2004. The civil suit alleged that Cosby gave her herbal pills before he touched her breast and vaginal area, rubbed his penis in her hand, and digitally penetrated her.
Wait, what?
Did you say digitally?
Oh, okay.
Why do they say that?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a
but nobody says that. he groped her or something, or he fondled her undercarriage. I don't know. Something.
He stuck fingers in her, something. Not digitally. Digitally is a totally different thing.
Like, so this nigga sent her a dick pic or something? Like,
and she put it inside her? Like, I'm confused.
What is some Instagram shit?
I'm mad at both of y'all. What?
Yeah, I was like, digitally. Like, oh my goodness. Maybe
computer love?
Yeah. Was it Demolition Man? Was that digital love?
Man.
I can understand if they were like, he entered 2 digits into something like that. That would give me a little bit better, even though it still sounds stupid. But digitally sounds retarded. Yeah, it does not sound physical.
Nobody refers to it as digits when you're talking sexual stuff.
Well, this is legal stuff.
Even still.
Legal? Not legal. So I removed 1 digit from my left hand. What? What is a digit? You're like, come on, it's finger.
I mean, even if you had said something medical like phalangely penetrated her, then at least maybe if you don't know what phalanges are, then you can go Google it or something and figure out that it's fingers.
Yeah, but digitally it's like a totally different.
that doesn't just confuse you. That doesn't even not knowing what you're talking about. That makes you think something completely opposite.
Yeah, like come on, man. So yeah. So he penetrated her
digitally.
So what defines it? What's the difference between rape and sexual assault? What defines rape?
Rape is forcibly entering somebody sexually, and sexual assault, you actually haven't really penetrated them with your, I guess, penis or vagina.
But you can penetrate them with anything else.
Yeah, and they can actually do counts on that, like the sodomy. There's oral sodomy, stuff like that. Yeah, but they can still charge you with sexual assault on top of that. Same thing with rape. They'll still charge you with like the oral sodomy, regular sodomy.
Damn,
there was
they do all that too?
Yeah.
I thought that would be the equivalent of charging somebody with murder and manslaughter. Like, you can't do that, can you? Like,
well,
like one trumps
acts.
the other one, right?
Different acts. So
that's
kind of.
Wow, that is strange.
I'm trying to get a
picture of the woman.
Well, I found a picture of it, but I can't really
tell how old she is.
Yeah.
Does it give her a name?
Yeah. Andrea Castan.
Castan?
Yeah.
Constan.
Yeah, Constan, I think.
So,
but I mean, I saw a picture of her earlier. Like, it wasn't really a whole lot to look at.
Did she look old, like his age?
No, hell no.
She looks like she's about in her 40s. Maybe late 30s.
Yeah, I could see that. Late 30s, 40s, something like that.
The thing is,
What was Cosby doing at her house?
No, she was at his house. She was supposed to get career advice from him.
Oh, she went to his house to get career advice.
This Bill Cosby, at that time, nobody knew about him doing all this stuff.
Well,
okay, other people knew, but people weren't saying it. Let me say that. So,
I'm just saying, if Duranier told you she was going to Brad Pitt house to get career advice, would you think?
I already know it. I already know that's not even going down. Now, if it's Dwayne Martin, it'd be something. Why did your whole face just change?
Because she looks like Carrot Top.
Oh, shit.
I thought that's what he was. I was like, that's not a woman. That is a woman. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk, but I wasn't expecting that.
So
why would you need to drug her?
Really?
I just don't see it.
He's 68. She wasn't trying to get on that. That's the problem.
Why was he trying to get on that?
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Sound like this should have been a mutual feeling right there.
It's not. She's not. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's another one.
That's
better.
a little better, but
better.
She has some mannish features.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
They say that about Serena.
No, they say that about her body because she's mad. She has.
Yeah, she got muscles.
Yeah, that's
muscles.
They don't say it about her face.
Oh, and that cover that she did. Which one was that she did?
Body magazine?
No, she just did one recently.
She was doing splits half naked?
Nah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. The splits on the balance beam.
Yeah.
Was that the body issue or was that? It was something.
I forgot what it was for.
Yeah. Well, I was like, damn. Mm-hmm. Damn, Serena. But anyways, back to this. She actually reported the incident in 2005, but the district attorney declined to file charges at the time. So she brought it to the attention of somebody, and they was just like, no, I'm not going to say nothing. I don't think we can win. So she brought a civil lawsuit against him. And, no, it wasn't her. Yeah, it was lawsuit. She brought charges against him in 2006, and that's the one where he had actually admitted to giving women quaaludes for sex, during sex, or for sex, I guess. Mm-hmm. So that's why this district attorney actually wanted to go ahead and file the charges, which is actually days before it would lose the statute of limitations.
The statute of limitations on sexual? Oh, well, rape. Rape doesn't have statute of limitations, right?
I think it does, too.
I thought it was rape and murder. I don't know. I guess it's different in different states as well. I don't know. Laws are confusing. Fix that shit, government.
Well, our country's founders, when they wrote the Constitution, they didn't say that, so we're not going to change it. You know, that's the mentality they take. You know?
The motherfuckers lived in a time that we don't live in.
Yeah, they did not think of every possible situation that you would ever come across in the future 2000.
That's like the Mayan calendar shit. Oh, we all gonna die. No, niggas. They had to eventually stop counting at some point. They couldn't make a calendar forever. It stops at 2012. Oh, okay.
Made him feel better.
Who?
Whoever was, I don't know. I mean, it was people out there believing that shit like hardcore. It's still people out there, doomsday folks that have the shelters and filled with water and all kind of shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, eventually, the shit will come to an end, but we get off topic.
When are we ever always on damn topic? Like, for real.
I was going to go completely off topic.
Oh, Lord. Please don't.
Crazies.
But yeah, I saw that and really just, I didn't really think that they'd actually go ahead and charge him with anything. I thought it would end up just kind of be a court of public opinion type thing.
You watch the TV shows. There's always one district attorney or one of those people in the freaking city who wants to make a name for themselves. That's the only reason they doing this shit.
But don't nobody want to do that for Tamir Rice?
No, because you can't make a name for yourself that way. You charging a celebrity, oh yeah, people gonna hear about that. Charging some boy who was wrongfully murdered by the police, nobody gives a shit. No, they don't care. The government doesn't care.
That's the problem though. Like, we have checks and balances everywhere in society. Well, supposedly everywhere in society. The president can't rule, absolutely by himself.
Right.
You have Congress comes up with a proposal and then he can veto it.
Yes.
So you got your checks and balances, and then it works the opposite way too. But then when it comes to the legal system, it's like the prosecutor has all the power.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize it, but the prosecutor is probably the most powerful person in the court.
Yeah, he is.
Because if he decides he wants you to go free, you're going to go free because he's not going to push the case.
Yeah.
And if he wants you to be convicted, he's going to do whatever he got to do, even if it's dirty.
Oh, definitely if it's dirty.
And get you convicted. There's so many people that's convicted right now just based on the prosecutor's opinion.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to push for this. Or I don't think he did, so I'm not going to push it.
You can. I know it's sad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I know it's sad. But you can make any person in this country look guilty for any crime.
Okay.
Exactly.
Tell me, you guys have seen Making a Murderer on Netflix?
I've been intending to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
That shit will have you so pissed off by the end of it. So they
more pissed off than How to Get Away because I'm pissed
off.
No.
I'm so telling you, because you sit there and watch this, and it goes through how they have railroaded this man not once but twice, taking 20 years plus from his life, just throwing him in jail for stupid shit. Why? Because at one point in time, his cousin or something, who was the wife of a sheriff's deputy, got pissed off at him. She didn't like him. The man has an IQ of about 70. She didn't like him for whatever reason. After that, she tells her husband, blah, 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 blah. They go in, they say, oh, he raped this lady. DNA at that time was not good. The lady at the time, when she said the actual description of the guy, didn't match him. Totally different description. But one of the nurses that came in, who was also a sheriff's deputy, don't ask me why she was, what do you call that? When they're like reserve deputy. Yeah. She came in, she was like, oh, that looks a lot like this and that. And so the lady, as soon as she had been raped and everything, she's like, I guess it does kind of look like that. After that, for the next 20 years, she just kept saying it's the same person. DNA comes up, shows that this man did not do it. They release him. They then say, oh, yeah, he murdered this lady and put him back in jail. It is, if you watch it, it will have you so pissed off.
Yeah. It sounds like, and it's based on a true story. Like,
yeah,
it's all a documentary. Like, it's crazy.
Reminds me of remember the Autopsy series we used to
watch? Yeah.
You remember the Good Doctor story?
Mm-hmm.
The one where there was I don't know if you watched the Autopsy series, but
I don't think.
There was a story of the Good Doctor. It was this doctor, local doctor. He was the best doctor in town because pretty much there was nobody else there. He there would be reports that he was sexually assaulting like a lot of the females that came. He would drug them and like perform sexual acts on them or whatnot. Yeah, like a lot of the women would be like they don't remember a lot of things when they come out of his office. Like some of his visits and whatnot. Wow. And like we had one woman who was adamant that she was raped by him. And so, she had, semen or whatnot to be able to pull the DNA. But when they went to go get his DNA, the DNA didn't match. So his DNA didn't match the semen that was in her. So they were like, no, the doctor wasn't the one that had sex with you. That's the DNA doesn't match.
Wow.
And so, like, the woman, she was still adamant about it, but, like, people were ridiculing, like, the town was, like, ridiculing her, like, you're just trying to, like,
take down a guy.
take down a good guy or whatever, because you got some person, maybe he turned you down or some shit. So the city was behind him. Well, no, it's worse, because more report, like, another lady came out and said he did the same thing to her, and she had
It
the
just
same
kept
thing
piling
happen.
up.
Like they would do the DNA. It wasn't the same. So there was, I think it was like the third or fourth case.
Yeah.
When they tried to take his DNA this time, like, they couldn't inject the needle into his arm. Like, the needle was not going through the vein. And so they used his other arm this time, because he always used the same arm. And so when they did the other arm, the DNA matched
all the other. Yeah.
And they went back and tested the other one, and it matched those two.
And they were like,
this nigga had kept a vial of blood from one of his patients that he had and surgically put it into his damn arm where a vein was, so that when they would take the DNA from him, they would take somebody else's DNA. If it wasn't for, like, them not being able to get the blood that time, then they would probably been getting away with the shit for the longest. I was like, are you kidding me?
and it was funny because they were doing the what happened was is that the lady kept saying you had to have messed up the pulling the
DNA
blood,
test.
and she was like, they were like, no. So they videotaped it this time. When the lady took the blood, she looked at it. She was like, this doesn't look.
The blood. Yeah,
fresh.
once they got it into his arm, like, the blood wasn't fresh. Like, it
She was
like
like, because
dead
it'd
blood.
been in there for like God knows
Years,
how long.
Yeah.
She was like, this doesn't look right. And so they came in and they had him do it, and then they had him do his hair and his arm.
Yeah.
And they tried to take it from there. They got a little bit out of there because they got the last drop, and that one didn't match. The hair matched, but this one from this arm matched. And they were all like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. And that's why, if you notice, like, a lot of times when they do DNA test, they do, like, cotton swabs of your mouth instead of, like, trying to take blood from you or whatnot. They still take blood, but they do the cotton swab of your mouth as well.
Like, that was the
played
most
a part
cunning
into it. I was
shit
like,
I've seen in my
but
life.
that's like.
I don't get how that would work, because, like, I mean, because you got multiple veins in your arm.
Yeah. Well.
So how do you know which one they gonna try?
But when you go take blood or when you go give blood or whatnot, they always look for the best vein. So, like, that tube looked like a really good vein. It always showed like, well, that's the best vein you should take it from. And when they tried to take it, it came out easily. So they're like, oh yeah, this is the best one.
So obviously, this wasn't a glass tube.
No, it wasn't. It was like that's what I'm like.
Like, what the hell is this?
It could have been,
Poke a needle take blood out.
I'm like, well, how did the blood not spill out into, like, his system? Like, once they
I
take
have
the
no
needle, 'cause
idea.
it doesn't heal. I'm like, I don't know how to. It's gross.
And he
It's
walked
nasty,
around
but-
with this fine for you. Don't know.
But yeah, he got away with it for a long time.
For a
And it's
very
funny,
long time.
The town, even when they found out, they were like, I would still go back to him in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
like,
that was creepy.
I was like,
That was creepy.
Yeah, that dude right there. But yeah, that's why. But going back, I mean, anybody, it's crazy because, like you said with the prosecutor, like, if they wouldn't have kept pushing for that, like, because if one of the prosecutors been like, lady, we've already tried this 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
It's not him. Like, we don't know what else to tell you. He may be weird, but it's not him.
Yeah,
If they wouldn't have kept pushing, then he wouldn't have ever been caught.
And then you had a grand jury, which is supposed to kind of like take all the responsibility off the prosecutor.
Yep.
But even then, like, the prosecutor would say, "All right, grand jury, y'all can make the decision, but honestly, I think this lady here is just crazy, and I don't think we need to file anything on this man. But it's up to you. It's your decision. But I'm telling you, if it was me,
you got a jury, and, like, the jury can decide. They'll come up with a verdict, but the judge can still overturn the verdict if he still thinks it was not right. So I'm like, ultimately, what the hell is the point of the jury? Like, because the judge at any time could be like, even though the jury found you not guilty, I don't think there was enough evidence to find you not guilty. You're guilty. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? What is the purpose of the jury?
But he'd have to answer for that as to why, and could be disbarred for it. But,
but the person doesn't get out of jail for that.
True.
I mean, just the judge gets in trouble.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll go to something fun. All the hoverboard fires. You saw the one in Deerbrook Mall, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
What happened?
Okay, so a mother brought back her son's hoverboard because she said it was malfunctioning, and it was in the box, and the thing blew up. if you see the video, like sparks are shooting out of it. It's just on fire. There's a guy trying to put it out with the fire extinguisher, and it's still just shooting. It pop, pop, pop. And everybody's running. Oh my God! 10 minutes later, when they try to come back and talk to him or whatnot, he had cleared out his little kiosk and everything was gone. Just gone. Yeah, nothing there.
I could just hear
because now he looks good. Because I mean, you're just a retailer. You didn't make the damn thing, so
yeah.
He should have stayed and answered the question.
There's a
now he looks guilty.
Pretty much. There was a lady who was actually, texting him back and forth trying to get either a replacement. At the time, she was trying to get a replacement. Once she saw the news story on TV, she'd actually wanted a refund. Can't get in touch with her. Phone disconnected, everything. So
yeah, that's why
$400.
That's why, man. When you hear about these things blowing up and stuff on TV and melting and causing house fires. That would be sign number one that I probably shouldn't buy one of these from a guy who stands in the middle of the mall.
That is true.
Yeah,
that's
like
very true.
If I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of these, I need to go to a reputable source.
Yeah.
The only thing about her, this particular lady, she had already bought one for her daughter, and she was like, "Well, that one's fine." So that's why she went back.
And even then, they like her daughter probably didn't use it as much as her son. Depending on how it goes, because I mean, how you use it determines what can also play a factor in like whatever happens to the thing itself. Because a lot of people they'll use the shit all day long, they'll charge it up overnight, which they say you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be charging the thing overnight to begin with. They'll do a lot of mistakes that cause because the batteries are cheap. Like in a lot of those things, the batteries are very cheap, so you have to treat them like they're cheap batteries.
Yeah.
Or you will fuck them up. Like I mean, yeah, it's messed up that they put cheap batteries in there, but cheap batteries is what brings down the cost. You want more expensive batteries, you got to pay the price for it. So if you're gonna buy the ones with cheap batteries in it, you got to treat it like it's a cheap battery.
And
you can't treat it like it's one of the more expensive ones that are more reliable.
Did you see Russell Crowe? He went off on what is it, American
Virgin Airlines.
Virgin Airlines, because they wouldn't allow his son's hoverboard on their aircraft because they've been banned on all aircraft.
They've been banned on aircraft.
And he just lost his shit on Twitter. I'll never fly Virgin Airlines again. That's not his song, but yeah. I was like, seriously, why?
This is Sparta. Wait, no.
Wherever he was going?
He was just mad because his son's toy couldn't get on the plane. That was it. Like, he didn't want to get on the plane and just completely went on a tirade on Twitter about this shit.
Yeah, I mean, his thing was they told him after he had already got to the airport and went through security or something. And so at that point, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Throw it away? Like, you can't really do nothing with it at that point. You can't send it back home. You can't.
When else would they tell him? I mean, you look up the shit before you go to the airport.
Yeah,
like that's not there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they did it.
What do you mean I can't bring my gun on here?
Yeah,
Sir.
It's the same thing with the what is it, the liquids and stuff. They would tell you all that before you got there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you get there with a Listerine
they'll just
bottle,
look at you and just throw the shit in the trash. And
it's like, that's not their job. Yeah, that's not their job to tell you before you get to there that you're supposed to look that stuff up yourself.
You know fire your assistant.
Yeah, you know what you're taking on a damn airplane. You look the shit up.
But I thought this is where I was like, this whole hoverboard thing is going really too damn far. A Filipino priest was being rebuked by the Catholic Church for riding the hoverboard during mass. Yeah.
Wait, how they rebuke you for that? Like,
what is he doing wrong?
There's no commandments against that. Thou shalt not ride hoverboards.
Well, they were saying that at that time it's supposed to be like all about God and everything. And right now with the Pope and everything, he's living a real frugal lifestyle and saying, this is how you should be or whatnot. And this motherfucker's riding around in the Philippines, which is not the richest company on like a $500 scooter.
Aspect. Depending on where, I mean, it's probably made there. So
shut the hell up.
So I mean, it may not have come.
But no, if you look at him,
that.
like he was in there doing some tricks and stuff. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Shit, I give him credit. You saw that shit.
But no, look, he's singing, singing and everything. He spinning, turning, all kind of stuff. And even the congregation, they like, oh, that seriously though.
At a Catholic church?
Catholic church.
That is the most dullest place I've ever been to in a Catholic church. They were clapping? I don't see anything. When I went to Catholic churches I've been to, because, Jado, I've been to a few of his sessions. It's completely different from that. It even non-denominational, but it is the most dullest. It is painful because, like, I don't know how older people do it at Catholic church because you got to pray like 18 times and you don't just pray like, you know, like in a Baptist church, you like bow your heads.
Yeah,
no,
you gotta get down on your knees on the little
like,
bar.
Yeah, I'm like, how do older people get through this goddamn mass every morning? I don't get it. Like, this is, I'm struggling. I'm like, oh Lord, hold my Bible. Goodness gracious, like, because they have you on, and don't let it be a long prayer. Like, if you're on your knees.
Do they really have long prayer? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Everything's long when you're on your knees. No homo.
Pause.
Exactly.
That sound is so terrible.
But go to a Catholic church. I guarantee you, once you start the prayer, you get down on your knees, you get back up, and you're like, it's only been 25 seconds. I felt like I was down there forever. Shit.
I've only been to one, and it was like it wasn't that long of a ceremony, but it was some sort of.
There's no music. It's like organ, like.
Was it a horror movie?
Dude, it's like it's not because you know, like Baptist church, they're festive. It's like a festive event.
Yeah,
like you get
everything's upbeat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like keep you entertained. No, like I would imagine everybody, because you know children go to sleep in any church.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the adults stay up. Like I can't. I was like, I want to go home. I was like, I can't. I'm not. I'm sorry, Lord, but I'm not accepting this word because I can't understand it. I'm dozing off. I'm dozing off right now. Like I can't. Catholic churches are too. I feel like I aged when I left. I really do. I'm sorry if you're Catholic, but you know your church is boring. You know this.
I came with you tonight. I came with you.
Nothing against Catholics, but your service, I can't do.
Yeah, it is rather.
It's dull.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a better word, but I don't know. I guess
it's dull.
Okay, but
Come get your communion. And then
next,
and
we will read from the book of Psalms.
I'm not drinking out of that.
I guess I.
I know what his lips been. I know what his lips been. I ain't drinking that.
I'm done. I can't do with y'all.
I'm telling you, a Catholic church is not for me. But
I was always messed up, I guess, by a Sister Act. I thought that's the way they were.
No.
When I was little. It wasn't
and that's why
until
they
I
were
went
looking at her like, this bitch bringing this into our church? Like, what is this? That's why they were looking at her like that. Okay, this is not the music we sing here, lady. It's done. Old faith, little children.
Yep, here they got the little hymn book too. Everybody reading along word for word.
Like, oh my God! Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay. So I know you heard about the young man who actually got a block of wood with a dick on it.
What?
For Christmas.
He
opened the PS4 and literally there was a block of wood and it said "Merry Christmas" from Cock and Balls, and there was a dick on it.
That's just cruel on so many levels.
They couldn't just put a block of wood there and just call it a day. They had to insult him on top of it. Oh my goodness!
Wait, so how old was this?
Huh?
How old was this person? This kid?
I think he was like in his mid 20s, maybe early. He was pretty.
Okay,
old.
so he was a grown person.
He was
okay,
grown. He was an adult.
No,
the dude I saw was an adult.
I think that was his dad.
Well, how old was this boy?
It doesn't actually say. I'm still looking. It just says 9.
Oh, maybe it was his dad then.
Wow.
9.
Well, that's very messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got it from Target too.
So. Shit! I thought this was a prank that they were playing on the boy. Like, oh, you got bad grades, haha! You ain't getting no PlayStation.
Well, see, that's the. I mean, I'm not gonna. I plead the fifth. Because I was gonna say, I'll just say Target and Walmart do not check shit that you bring back if it's electronic. The people at the front, you know, Bookquisha don't know what's in that box. Like, you know they don't know.
She gotta be a Bookquisha.
Go to Target. And
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Tell me it's not just some random black girl.
I'm not gonna argue.
That's all they ever hired, just some random black chick.
Why is it a
All they-
random black chick? It can't be.
And they expect, and you sell electronics. That's the problem. When you bring it back, if it was my store, you got to bring back the electronics to the electronics department. You don't bring the shit back to customer service.
Yeah, she just throw it in the thing.
Yeah, like, cause I brought back like a PS4 because my PS4s. I brought back like 2 or 3 because the shits were like turning off and overheating. Every time I bring it back, they look at the box. What's supposed to be in here? A controller. What does that look like? I'm like.
The sad part about it is they actually have diagrams on the outside of the box. There's a PS4 in a little outline and a controller on the outline, but they still will be like, "What's supposed to be in here?"
Because it's an electronic. Like unless it's one of the other inclined people, but typically the ones who are at customer service, they couldn't make the other departments, so they don't know anything about the other departments.
He said he couldn't make them like they had tryouts.
I'm telling you, the customer service people
didn't make the cut.
Yeah, customer service at Walmart and Target do not know anything else about stuff. They know the products, but they don't know the products, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, we sell PlayStation 4. I can't tell you what it looked like, but we sell them. But yeah, like, so I can imagine, I've returned some shit that they probably shouldn't have taken back, that I broke. I know I broke the shit. They didn't look at it. They just take it back. So, yeah, I can imagine. They don't even take it out of the box.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't understand. They never actually opened it to
take it
make
out
sure
the
it
box.
was...
No. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I completely understand somebody returned a piece. But the fact that they resold it is the problem.
Yeah.
Target. It should have been an open box item. I think they resold it as a new item.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the dirty shit.
Well, when a person returned it, they probably taped it all up, put the original packaging on it and all that, put the little stickers on it, made it look like it was never opened.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if they got a shrink wrap machine at home, I can do shit. They can do it.
Poor thing. The little boy goes, first my parents split up and now this.
What the fuck? What is this sad shit? This is supposed to be Christmas. What is this?
Well, hey, I mean, the solution to his problem would be to do the same shit that they did. Take the shit back to Walmart.
Just take it back.
Say,
They
hey,
did
man.
take it back to Walmart. They didn't even charge him for him. They gave him an actual system. They, gave him his money back and everything.
I wouldn't even made a big story about it. I would have tried to return the shit as it was. I guess obviously somebody else did it.
Yeah.
I would have got my shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. I ain't did it before. I don't know what they talking about.
Well, I mean, we have to go to our favorite state before we end. Florida. So, this woman actually also had a terrible Christmas as she got a purse swiped in church as she was at mass.
In church? At mass?
She was doing that 2-minute prayer, wasn't it? She got on her knees, and the other person was like, I ain't get...
But they have it on camera, too, for things. She's just like, doing her thing, I guess praising Jesus or whatever, and the guy just walks by and grabs it and keeps going. Yeah.
Why do you need cameras in church?
I don't know why there are cameras in church, but they have it on camera.
To record the interesting service.
I don't know why, but they do. At this particular church.
And, he done broke in and stole everything. What, the pew? Like, I'm confused. What?
North Lauderdale. Our Lady Queen of Heaven Catholic Church. She was 84.
Wow. She was 84?
She was 84. So
the purse snatcher, they caught him?
No. They found her bag later, but it didn't have a wallet. So
wait, so how'd they find the bag then?
He threw down the purse.
So what was the whole purpose of the video? The video didn't help him solve the crime?
Yeah, he was, it was a church. He was just somebody who walked in there. I guess they were thinking that they were getting new parishioner, and he just walked in, took it, and left.
I wonder what made him think the best place to rob somebody is
is in church. Yeah. Like, you just want a bus ticket straight to hell? I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, it wouldn't happen in a Baptist church. Mama, can I have a peppermint? Sure, babe. Oh, where the fuck is my purse?
Mama, we in church.
I don't give a good god.
Yeah, it's ironic. Most people don't let go of their purse in church.
He must have been targeting that lady.
Yeah. I mean, she's 84. Are we sure somebody stole it?
Yeah, it's on there. He stole it.
I mean, she could have just forgot.
She probably had something in that purse that he wanted. Maybe not money, but it was something specific that she had that he wanted.
Bill Cosby was 68.
I don't want to hear it. Yeah. I don't know if I need to do. You know what? Because it's the last night. Why not? What is his name? Andrew Lynn Miller was charged with stalking and exposing himself as he masturbates in public every day. That's what he told. That's what he told the deputies. He does this every day.
He turned himself in?
No, he was standing outside a woman's door masturbating in the hallway of an apartment complex. He was following her around for about 10 minutes as she was, picked up the mail, got her stuff, and then he went. What is this look? Because no, okay. Basically, like your apartment complex.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk down to get the mail, and somebody standing there at the dog thing. He's just standing. No, he's not beating in, but he's rubbing himself in. She grabs the mail, comes back upstairs, locks the door. He begins knocking on the door. She looks through the peephole, and he's just beating it off on the door. But he says he needs to do it at least 2 or 3 times a day in public. This is what he told the sheriff's deputy.
Why
You say he needs to?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Why in public?
I don't know. He just said he needed to. But, okay, this one I did actually last week, but I had to do it because I wanted y'all reaction to this because this is...
Wait, this is a different story?
This is a different story.
Wait, hold on. I'm still stuck on this. So what did they send him to like some mental facility or something or like?
No, he's in the county.
So he can beat off some more in public?
Feel sorry for himself, man. He might be stuck to the sheets.
Manatee County Jail.
How does he just randomly get it up like that?
It's that time of day.
It just reminds me of Donald Glover when he talking about that woman who said she would shit on that cop if he tried to like arrest her. He was like, you could just shit on the man like that.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the last story on Say What Radio for 2015.
Is that the last?
For 2015. God damn it. Okay, fine.
How do you know I don't have a story?
Okay, well, all right. After this one, you can go. So we have a man who actually goes and tries to rob a house. Police are called, and he tries to hide in the backyard. There's a pond in the backyard. They are in Florida. What do you think happened?
Got eaten by a gator.
The robber got eaten by alligator. That is some karma for your ass.
He couldn't. What?
Okay, but they didn't know that he was eaten by alligator at this time. So, okay, his family
Alligator ate him whole?
Almost. So, family reports him missing. Nobody can find him. The people who stay in I think it's a house, in front of the pond, notice that there's something floating in the water. It's parts of this young man come up.
Wow.
When they go to actually get this, the gator comes at them. Very, very aggressive. They kill it. They go and open up his stomach and find the rest of the young man in there.
So he was a robber, right?
Yeah.
Are we sure the homeowners just didn't kill him and feed him to the gators?
That is, yeah.
Because I can't imagine. Oh, don't eat me. Wait a minute, don't eat the rest of me. It's like, how do you can't avoid?
Well, no, because remember, Florida is a stand your ground state, so technically, they had the right to shoot him if they did. So they wouldn't have had to cover it up.
Only if he was black.
But he wasn't.
Were they black?
No.
Okay. The niggas killed him and stayed into that's their cover up. I would do the same fucking thing. The nigga got ate by alligators. How'd they catch him?
It was a 20-foot gator, too. 20-foot gator.
20-foot gator.
20-foot gator.
And that gator ain't ate no other people, just that one robber. Come on now.
But they live on, like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
The gator should have ate somebody else, right?
But
they ain't had no
Florida,
missing dogs or nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
in Florida, those type of gators, they're everywhere though.
Yeah, they are. But you don't hear very many missing persons due to.
You also
gator
don't
killings.
see people actually trying to hide in the water.
He was in the water.
Yeah, because he was trying to get away from the cops.
well, he got away.
Cops, alligators. Not sure I would choose the alligators.
I don't think he knew it was in there. I don't think he realized.
I'm sure he wasn't a visitor. Like he's from
the unknown.
Yeah, they were thinking like he was in the like marshy part or whatnot, laying on it, and the gator pulled him from behind.
But if he was, I mean, he had to be from Florida. Like he wasn't like a Texas person that went over there and was like, "Oh shit, they got gators over here." Like, no, he knew damn well that there were gators over there.
Yeah,
and you got this huge body of water. I'm sure he should have known that there was some gators in that water.
I feel like this is like a horror movie, and like as he was being eaten, they like did a slow motion to the sign, alligator crossing. They were showing. he was the only one that
and it's like blood splattering on the alligator crossing sign.
Where the hell did that sign come from?
Oh goodness! Goodness gracious! We've had some dumbass people. Was that 2013 T's favorite story? Was that 2013 or 2014?
Which one?
The nigga who set his time.
Oh shit!
Oh,
yeah.
That was 2014. That was 2014.
Oh,
all right,
man.
so I was going to say we've had some dumbass people in this year, but I guess that was last year. So
Yeah.
Can't do it.
What I don't know if y'all remember this one, but the craziest one was in 2013. Was that dude who was on meth and he took 15 cops to subdue him. But he was beaten off the entire time while the cop. Y'all don't remember that?
I vaguely remember that.
The guy was like just hopped up on speed, and they kept trying to taser him and everything, and he wouldn't go down. And you kept thinking that it was like the biological attack thing.
Yeah, like T said, I remember bits and pieces. I don't think I remember the entire story.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull that up, because that shit right there was funny as hell.
In the meantime, since we were talking about celebrities earlier, I forgot to bring it up. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people follow any kind of sports heard about the allegations against Peyton Manning now.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly was taking HGH, or I think that they've only said HGH. I can't remember what else it was.
That's all I heard.
But I don't know if you've read like his rebuttals or what. Of course, he's denied it, but at the same time, he's also thrown his wife under the bus. Because his wife, because his wife's prescription is pretty much what links him to the report, and like, because I don't know what the hell it is that she's getting. That's pretty much what the hell he said. I don't know what the hell my wife is taking. he pretty much is separating himself from everything that his wife does as far as pharmaceuticals are concerned. Because it's whatever the fuck she whatever is linking her to the goddamn HGH facility, that's where Peyton Manning comes into play.
Yeah, because the guy who works at the facility or who runs the facility, he said that they would always ship it to Peyton, but they would always ship it in his wife's name, so that it couldn't be traced to him.
Right.
And that was what they said. So I guess I don't know.
Why would your wife be taking HGH? I mean, I'm like,
The menopause.
have you seen her?
No, but that could be a reason.
It could be. But like I said, Peyton was like, I don't know what that bitch is taking. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. But yeah, you have one of the league's best, arguably one of their best quarterback of all time.
Well, with that forehead, I mean.
But it's people are bringing up like other points. Like if this was not even a black player, but like just certain players, because they're comparing it to like Tom Brady and the Patriots cheating.
Oh yeah.
You had like there was all this big controversy around it. Peyton does it, the goody two shoes guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like, whatever.
But then again, you had people like Roger Clemens. You know, in the beginning, it started off, he was kind of like the goody two-shoes guy, but he became an asshole after a while. Yeah. So, I mean.
But I'm actually on Peyton's side here because I'm like, with everything that he was going through, the injuries and all this other shit, if he took that stuff to get back to his normal self, I was like, I don't care. It's not like he was doing this when he was at his peak, in his prime, like, oh, I need to get a better advantage. I think he was seriously hurt and was like, I need this to get back to where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the whole point of it. Like, because first of all, it wasn't even against the NFL rules until earlier that year. So they had literally just made a rule against it a few months before he supposedly took HGH. So for years before, players, probably 99% of the league was using HGH. And as far as we know, he wasn't. So now he all of a sudden gets hurt and he's not playing in the league. So technically, I don't know if you still want to say he's employed by the league. Like, his career is probably over.
Yeah, he's still getting paid, but he's not playing the game.
Yeah, he's not actively on the field. Like, who knows if he'll ever step foot on the field again. So, yeah, at that time, in 2011 or whatever, his career was potentially over. Like, you didn't know if he was ever going to play again. So for him to use HGH at that point when his career is arguably over, who cares? Yeah. That's why it wasn't giving him an unfair advantage. Advantage against who? He wasn't playing nobody.
He was trying to get back on the field.
Yeah, I mean, advantage against his kids at home in the backyard.
Yeah. That was
his wife.
I mean, that was the same thing when it came to Lance Armstrong thing. I was like, this nigga had 18,000 cancers. I'm like, if he used performance enhancing stuff to get back to where he was, but then they were like, they were like, he used it before he was diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it.
And then even with the cancer, like they had to remove a testicle, so
You
technically he was done. So
Yeah.
technically he was done. Like at that point, like you don't need. I mean, the doping or whatever he was doing, like it wasn't gonna bring him back to normal. Like because the cancer hadn't put him at a disadvantage really, because they had removed it.
He removed the cancer.
So he was doping. That was legitimate doping.
Yeah. But I was like, maybe the treatment and all the stuff that made him weak, maybe he felt like he needed it. But like I said, when they came out, they're like, were you using it when you won the Tour de France before such and such? Yes. Like I can't ride for you anymore, Lance. I was like, can't do it. But no, that's the way I feel about Peyton. Like it's sad.
And I feel like you can't really prosecute that because you weren't even testing players. Like as far as we know right now, there's still like 50% of the league using HGH. You banned it, but you don't test for it, so who knows?
And you had a doctor that came out and was like, HGH wouldn't have helped Peyton Manning with his injury because they said like the injury that he had to his neck was a nerve injury. His muscle pretty much healed back like a little bit, like a couple of weeks after the injury, but his nerve, like it's like HGH does not rebuild nerves. Like that wouldn't have helped him, is what the doctor was saying, but no one knows because he did have a nerve injury in his neck.
Wow.
So it'll be interesting. Did you find your?
Yeah. He was in Oregon, and he had actually taken speed. He doesn't remember the incident. Still doesn't to this day.
That'd be the story I have for everything.
Yeah, but as they were trying to taser him and take him down and subdue him, they said it took 15 officers while he was masturbating.
How did they get 15 officers out there?
And how could 15 officers not stop him from masturbating?
Yeah.
Like,
and how do you do all that? How you still doing anything while you got?
If I'm holding your arm and you kind of like pull away and you're touching your dick, I'm gonna be kind of hesitant.
I don't want to touch
I'm
your
not
dick
stop
too.
you from touching your dick. I'm gonna grab the top part of your arm.
Yeah.
If you manage to somehow slide that arm down,
just put him in a freaking full Nelson or something.
And he like brings his legs up to you. It's like, okay, this nigga's the exorcist. Like, come on, man.
We've had some crazy stories on this show. But 2016 is sure to be just as crazy every year. I'm going to look into that Twitch thing. I guess I have to find some more cameras. Why are you making me buy money?
Use the PlayStation.
Spend money. Use the PlayStation.
Use a PS4 camera. That's what a few of the streamers use.
Yeah, but would you be able to hear us as good? I don't know.
I mean, that's what he uses.
But that's one person.
So?
Yeah, that's one person being able to pick up all our voices at that time and it not
be around the table. You use different mics. They have mic inputs.
Yep. I'll look into it. Shit. All right.
I'm just saying, people can actually see us.
I remember when I was actually doing like the little promotion when I was pimping y'all out. They were asking that all the time.
Mm-hmm. So I could actually have a reason to cut my hair. My hair looks like a Brillo pad right now. They don't care what I look like right now. I don't. Shit, I'm off.
Okay, and on that note,
and we're off.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. We will,
Are we really getting off on that note?
I really don't know what else to say after that.
Catholic Church.
Yeah.
That guy
off.
got off too. Everybody got off.
Literally.
The last story, the meth guy got off.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in. Keep watch for us next year. We will.
Everybody's off.
So we're doing shows every 2 weeks now. So second week of the new year in January, we'll be back on. I'll do a quick update, possibly next Wednesday. After that, always catch me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, all that. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us next time, same bat channel.
I'm dying in this fucking fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. Let's get the fuck out of this country, mother. The fuck is that? Say what again?